Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. It is another one of those horrible, dark, miserable days. It is 4 o'clock now, but I've had to have my light on all day. It's just, it's annoying me because I can't do tutorials or anything like that when it's dull and I have to have the light on because it casts shadows over what I'm doing. I've even tried taking I'll have to look up what you call the thing that I use where I put my phone in. I've even took it downstairs and tried it on my tables down there, but I've got the same problem down there because the light is in the centre of the room, you know, and it shines, doesn't matter where I stand, it shines on me and casts shadows over. I've got just to have ordinary daylight. But anyway, it's my bingo night tonight. So I hope me and my friend is lucky. I need to win a little bit of money to pay for my garage door I had fixed. Well, I did have a £50 premium bond this month, so I need a little bit more to go to that. But yeah, like saying, it's my bingo tonight, but you know, I don't know what it is or where they're all coming from, but my phone has never stopped today. Every time I get an order on Etsy or eBay, not on Ko-fi, my phone never makes any noise at all on Ko-fi. It just comes up on my PayPal account, either 1 or 2 or so. I've sold a pack, but I haven't sold. I very rarely sell anything on Ko-fi. It's just not as well known a site as what Etsy and eBay is. But I get a cash register sound, you know, when you open the cash register, that sound has been on my phone all day. I've got writer's cramp. I've been writing all the things out that I have to put into envelopes. Sometimes I'm glad when it's a PDF on Etsy, because I was downstairs writing out the orders and just finishing, thinking, oh, that's it, I'll go back upstairs and do a bit of knitting, and the cash register's going again. And that's all I've done today. I've got 3 postage stamps left, so if I get 3 more orders, they're the only ones I can put the stamps on by the time I will be going out earlier tonight. It is, like I'm saying, it's now 4 o'clock. But me, my friend, and we go for a meal. I have asked Molly, you know, quite a few times if she wants to come with us, but I think because of her age and that 92 years old, I think she can just manage the couple of hours. Well, it's about 3 hours from the bingo, because the bingo starts at 8:15. But I picked Molly up about 7:15, so it's probably about, it's 10:15 when I get home, so it's about 3 hours for me. It was probably about 2.5 hours for Molly, and she thinks that's enough. She couldn't manage the extra time for go for a meal, because I'll be leaving about 5:20 tonight. It would be about 5:30, but the traffic's very bad at that time, so I'll leave about 10 minutes earlier so I can get to my friends for about 6 o'clock. So that's when we go for a meal around about 6, and that gives us about an hour and 15 minutes before the bingo. Bingo doesn't start 7:15, it starts at 8:15, but we like to be there a little bit earlier for to get our tickets and all that. And then I take my either knitting, I've got my knitting, I could take this with me, or I have been doing a little bit crochet. Since I finished the crochet blanket, I'll pull that stitch, I'm going to lose it. I'll have to do myself another one of these very small, they're only suitable for 50-gram balls, and I keep swapping it between this, and I've had to take this out because I had the ball for the crochet in this. It's mercerized cotton, this crochet, and it unravels very easily, so it's better inside there, so I've left that inside there. So I haven't got one to put this one in. I've got my other ones. I could take that one, but it's a bigger one. I'm leaving that in there because the little cardigan that I done, that little cardigan, I'm going to do a little hat and mittens and booties to go with it as well. because it will be a pattern in. I want a picture to put on the pattern, so I'll probably be doing a hat and mitt, so I'm leaving that wool in there ready for when I start that again. But I was doing a little bit crochet because one lady has mentioned if I did any crochet pouches to put her name on the next one. You know, I wasn't doing orders, but that's the way they end up when people ask me to put their name on the next thing I do. It's, you might as well say it's an order. That was the same with the little cardigan. I was asked to put someone's name on the next white baby cardigan, 16-inch cardigan, and that's that one. So it ends up, it doesn't matter what I do, I can't get away from orders, but it's still something I can do myself if I want. I can just crochet or knit what I want really, and then if anyone sees what I'm doing, what I'm making, if they want to put their name on it, they can do. But a lot of people ask their name on something before I haven't even started something. But this was, one lady asked me to put her name on the next crochet pouch that I did, and as I'd finished the blanket there, I'll start something else. So I did a little bit of this, and that's about all I managed this morning in the time that I was up and downstairs all time, all this morning from about 9:30 until lunchtime, because I get my lunch about 12:30, and that's when I do crochet in that time. And that was all I managed to get done. There's 81 stitches on there. I've started with 81, but one's for turning, so I'm working on 80 stitches, and I think I've done, well, there was the chain, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's about 4 rows there. That's all I've managed to get done because I've been up and down the stairs all day. Sometimes I think I should have everything up here, but my printer's downstairs, and if some of the patterns I haven't got enough, if somebody orders them and I haven't got enough, I have to print them out anyway, so my printer's downstairs. So, and I don't have anywhere up here at the moment for to put my printer. The wall that I have all my wool in, there is a shelf that I used to have room for things like that, but it's covered in wool now, so. But like I'm saying, the cash register's just been going off all day. I don't know where they're all coming from. You know, it's sometimes I sit here and just you hear it once or twice, and that's it. But mostly when it does go off a lot, it's usually PDFs that's going off. So I think when I go to my bingo tonight, I'm going to have to turn the sound off on my phone because of the cash. I didn't even realise how loud that cash register sound was until I started wearing a hearing aid. And that hearing aid has opened up a lot of sound to me that I never realised was as loud as it was. Because I used to wonder, because when we're doing the bingo sometimes and the cash register sound would go off and everybody used to look around the room wondering what it was, you know, and I could hardly hear it. Till I've started wearing hearing aids, and then I realise now how loud it is. That's why everybody looks. So I turn the sound off on my phone during the bingo, just in case it goes off. But I'll definitely make sure I turn it off today, the way that cash register sound's been going on all day on my phone. So I'm doing a little bit of the little blue and white, and I have now got the back. This is what I do in the afternoon, things like this in the afternoon. And I was keeping the night time for my own, to do some of my own. So I'm going to have to start that again, I think, or I'll never get my own done. So I have the back, 2 fronts and 1 sleeve. This is a V-neck that I'm trying to do V-neck and a button-up. If there's enough room on the same pattern, because when I do my patterns, have I got a one loose? So I have to have a look at my bag. But anyway, that's back, 2 fronts and 1 sleeve. I've got an open pattern here somewhere. I'll take one out of my thing. But when I do my patterns, it's an A4 sheet like that, folded in half. That's my phone just going again. I'm not doing anything till I finish this video. That's what it is, an A4 sheet. And the picture, I was putting a picture on both sides, and then the inside was all the instructions. But lately I've started doing them, my latest one here, with just the picture on the front and the instructions there. This was a faulted one of my faulted ones that I just keep this for myself. I don't need to worry, I don't send any with the faults out. I do have quite a few other patterns with just slight faults here and there, and I'm making packs up of them, and I'll be selling them very cheap. Be 50p each, but they'll be in packs, so I'll tell you about that in another video. But I'm doing my patterns now. I'm only putting the one picture on because I want more room to make sure I get everything written inside, and then I have the back sheet as well for anything else that I might need to write on. And that's why this one I'm going to try and do a V-neck and a button up in one pattern if there's enough room on the thing, because I could put 2 sheets together, you know, and staple them together, but I don't have anything that would staple it down the centre. I'll have to have a look for something like that, because there are sometimes, you know, I could do with more than the 1 sheet for my patterns. But that was why I stopped putting the pictures on the back, so to make sure there's plenty of room for anything to explain things maybe is a little bit better. I am going to start changing some of my patterns as well, some of the pictures on them, because this was actually my pattern number 1. I have shown you that one I've just had. I now write the size and everything on the number of the pattern. This was pattern, it's number 21, but I've got it 021. Putting the number of the pattern on, and that it's in double knitting as well, and whatever it is. And then my name, that's Sheila's Crafty, that is my brand name for my knitting patterns. So I'm putting things like that on. So I'm going to start changing some of these patterns, because this was my very first pattern, and all it tells you is what it is, a rosebud lace cardigan in double knitting. Doesn't tell you what the number pattern is. I thought I put the number pattern on. It's going to make patterns easier for people who ask me, who send me emails. They just need to tell me what number pattern is instead of all the writing, the instructions I have to put on. But that's that for that anyway. And this pattern as well, it is a 1x1 mock rib when you're looking at it like that, but it's also reversible. You can have it that way as well. It's a nice pattern on that side as well. So if I can put the instructions for both type and the V-neck and the button up, as well as the different kinds of patterns, that's make it a little bit better. So anyway, I don't have a lot of time to sit and talk today, and that at least I don't have to get any tea for myself, because we are going for a meal tonight anyway. So, and you know, the last time we were for a meal was New Year. Yes, round about New Year it was. And we went to a place called the Percy. We got a ticket that day, and that said the next time in February in February, if we bought a meal in February, we could have either a pudding free or a cup of tea or coffee or something like that. But we had to have a meal. It has to be with a meal. And we were going to use that ticket going to that place today, and my friend messaged me today and she says, we can't go there today, they've got a funeral in and the place is all taken up, so we're having to go somewhere else. I'm saying, well, the next time we go for a meal, it'll be March. That ticket will be no good. So says my friend, we are going there the last Thursday in the last Thursday in February. I'm not missing a free cup of tea or coffee or a pudding, whichever we want. Because we only go for a meal on, it used to be the first Thursday of every month. But anyway, I haven't got a lot of time to chat on that today, so, because I do have to leave earlier when we're going for a meal and that. And I do have to tidy myself up a little bit. My hair needs, as you can see, it wants cutting and all. Look at the length of it. My granddaughter, every Sunday, she's going to trim it for me, and we both forget every Sunday. Because that's what my granddaughter, what she did originally when she left school was to do with hair and things like that, and that's why she does my hair for me. But it's remembering, because we talk about that many other things, have that many other things to talk about, we just forget about things like that. And then it's time to go home, and then she'll say, oh, I forgot your hair, and oh, I'll do it next week then, Cheryl. This has been going on for months. But anyway, that's just my little bit for today to keep up to date with everything. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you on another day. So bye for now.